Started, right? Perfect. Okay. Hey, everyone. Welcome to this interview with Mr. Neil Napier. I don't have a name for the show yet. I'm going to come up with a name later. So for now, it's the No Name Show. But we are here to make interviews with people, successful people, that, in my opinion, can help you a lot with their products, their advice, stuff like that, can help you succeed online and solve problems and get results much faster. So here with me is Mr. Neil Napier. Neil, welcome. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, introduce yourself, kind of what you do in the industry?
Sure, thanks. So yeah, Neil Napier, as you know, I've been creating and selling products online for the last, I think coming up to 9 years now. And we have created a lot of software products, a lot of information products over time as well. And our goal simply has been to automate a lot of manual things that people do, to give people a place to sort of build their business, not just grow, but actually build their business in terms of their foundations. And like I said, that's been my main focus for the last few years. And I enjoy doing that because it gives me a lot of sort of insights into also how people from different parts of the world run their businesses. So, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. So obviously you've been very successful ever since I've known you, and I've known you for like, I don't know, how many years? 6, 7, 5?
Yeah, probably 7 years. So yeah.
Yeah, a long time. So you've been successful and you've been, creating, selling, doing all kinds of stuff, ranging. I mean, your expertise ranges to a lot of, how to say that, a lot of different sub niches maybe of online marketing. So you're a good person to have for an interview, in my opinion. I love your advice. I want to hear what you have to say, and I hope people will appreciate it as well. So we did discuss who you are, and I wanted to talk about, well, what is the product that you're going to be talking about today? What problem does it solve, or maybe multiple problems? What does it do? And then I want to go into the why create it in the first place? What problem are we solving today? Because I'm really excited about this product.
Sure. So the product is called Viddle, and it's essentially at the core of it a video hosting platform. Same way Vimeo would be, or Vistia would be. I mean, think YouTube, but like YouTube Premium without the ads or without any of the hassles that you have to go through. I think a lot of people I know also got, for example, their accounts banned by Vimeo or YouTube. So it's also to kind of safeguard them against that. So that's primarily the tool. That's what Viddle is targeted towards. In terms of who we're targeting, I mean, this is perfect for anyone who, for example, is selling courses and they need a fairly reasonably priced service to host their course videos and also to sort of protect them, not 100% because nothing's 100%, but still to protect them. At the same time, ideally someone who's, for example, doing sales videos. For example, we do a lot of sales videos and we're using Viddle right now on sales pages because the pages already load quite fast, and the Viddle, it's a faster loading player as well compared to Vimeo or even YouTube, because YouTube is more focused on other parts of it. We're more focused on faster loading pages, faster loading videos. So that's really it. I mean, for anyone who's doing any kind of sales and marketing online and they need to publish their videos, Viddle is a good place to kind of do that. There is an extra advantage to it, though. I mean, actually, a couple, you could say. One, of course, is that you can actually create videos using Viddle as well. So same way you would use, for example, Loom, you can do the same thing here. So you can screen record, you can do camera recordings, picture-in-picture it's called it. So while you're on camera, you're recording the screen. So you can do all those things, but you can also upload your own videos from YouTube, Vimeo, or even your computer. But the second thing that I really like about it is that we've built in agency feature into the license that we're offering, which means that if you have a lot of extra storage remaining, which a lot of people do, you could actually lease it to other people. You could rent out to other people at a monthly price, one-time price. It's up to you. But that way you can also collect some extra money on top just by renting out space. I mean, which is exactly what Amazon does or Dropbox does. So we kind of also make you in charge of collecting extra money if that's what you wanted to do.
Nice. So there's a lot of stuff there. I like it. I want to break it down a little bit to make it a little simpler to digest.
Sure.
But so we're going to talk about the agency. Did you mention right now anything about the traffic or not yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I mean,
we're going to talk about it as well.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. I mean, it's good because we have a video creator, we have a video hosting. I wanted to know a little bit, and I think people are asking as well. let's try to create a user journey or maybe a customer journey in terms of what can they do with Viddle by hosting the video or creating, kind of give me a journey.
Sure. So this is how I use Viddle, and I think that's the best way to explain it because I'm an active user of all the products that we put out. So for me, what I'm doing right now internally with my team is, for example, if I want to communicate with them, or if I want to reach out to a prospect, for example, with a video recording of what I can do for them, I can just quickly turn on the extension and that records the screen or myself on camera as well, however I want it. So that's like the simplest way to use Viddle because that automatically gets your video hosted. With tools like Loom, you have restriction for up to 5-minute video recording, or they restrict you in terms of how much space you can have, how much bandwidth you can use, all those things. So it's much more generous in our case. I mean, there's no restriction on how long your recordings can be. So that'd be the first way I would use it. But the second way also, as I said, is when we do our sales videos, which are not often just screen recordings, there's a bit more effort that goes into that, then I would put them up on Viddle. So I would upload them on Viddle from my computer, and then I can optimize it for SEO as well, so it ranks over time. But most importantly, then I can embed these videos on my sales pages or anywhere else. And again, I would do the same thing with my course videos as well. The other thing actually is I could, if I have, let's say, if I have 5 different videos that I've recorded and uploaded, I can put them in a playlist as well, or I can even create channels. And that way I have clear compartmentalization as to what channel is for what particular niche or what particular business. And then a playlist, gives users, the end users, a journey like watch this video first and this one and this one and this one. Again, YouTube does that really well. So that would be the simplest way for me as a user to use Viddle from start to finish. Of course, for an extra edge, we've also built in features for marketing where your videos can be shared to other locations as well, where videos are accepted. Like I think Dailymotion is one of them. So that helps with marketing and getting traffic back to your videos as well. But I mean, that's typically how I suspect 50% of the users will use it. And there's other 50% who, we give about 300 gigs of storage space. And honestly, not many people would use that. So what they can do is, with the extra space they have left remaining, they can sub-license an account to someone else. So they can, to a client say, hey, look, I can create and host videos for you. It's going to cost you $1,000 up front, and then $50 a month, just for the hosting. And that's a good side business. I mean, again, it's not going to make them a millionaire, but it's a good side business because they can then host videos for someone else and then charge them like a monthly rental fee.
Well, I disagree with that part. I think it can make them a lot of money. Agencies have, I mean, obviously you need to scale it to a level, but the potential is really good. I wanted to ask, who would be, or maybe a group of potential clients for the agency, who would want to buy this?
And I'm sure, by the way, this is something a lot of our users have faced before. You buy a product, you go look for tutorials, turns out tutorials are pretty crap. So you can literally turn around and say, hey, just let me record these tutorials for you. So that's like the simplest way to close a deal for a product that you already like and you're using yourself. And you can showcase, like, I'm a really good user. This is how I'm using it. Let me create tutorials for you. Because a lot of the times, in our marketplace, especially, people don't have time to create tutorials, or good ones anyway. So that's the first use case, for product owners. Then the second option as well is, let's say if you wanted to help like an e-com store or someone else showcase like what can be done with the product, you can help create a video for them. So it could be like you could record a presentation. You could have like 10 slides and then you walk through those 10 slides. And again, the best thing is it can be done with Viddle. And then when the video is recorded, you upload it to Viddle. So you can offer that service to them. And local businesses are great as well. I mean, I think the demand for local businesses for videos is a bit lower, but they are willing to also pay higher for that. So if you were to go and close, for example, a plumber or a real estate business, you could literally offer them a bit more sophisticated video that you've created, not just a screen recording, but a bit more sophisticated video. You can charge extra, and you can say, hey, look, don't put your video on YouTube because it's going to get filled with ads of your competitors, which is what you don't want. Instead, use Viddle, and then that way, there's no competitor to worry about.
That's a really good selling angle as well. So Viddle, in terms of the technology, they go to, let's say, they create a video or upload their own video, right? It's hosting the video. Does it create, I mean, can you put it on any page and it will work on a technical basis, or how?
Easy. So we give an embed code that you just have to copy and paste anywhere you want, and then you can, stretch the video there, or if you don't want to, that's fine as well. But it's really simple to use. We've tested it on all big page builders on WordPress, and it works flawlessly.
And the videos are going to load fast, quick, smoothly. Is there a possibility of monetizing the video?
There is. Actually, before I get to monetizing, there is one thing that I myself have noticed with these videos, and that is they actually autoplay somehow. Don't ask me how.
Oh,
like,
really?
I didn't put that effort in. Yeah, they autoplay. And this was surprising to me as well when my team told me. Like, they're like, Neil, did you know that the videos are actually autoplaying on Chrome? I'm like, that can't be. But the videos are autoplaying. We've tested this in incognito as well. We've tested this on someone else's computer who hadn't seen that page before. So it's kind of surprising. Again, I can't promise it will forever be like that. But that's a really good feature that YouTube can't provide to you. The Vimeo can't provide to you.
Definitely. I love this. So you guys are not exactly sure why it works, but it works, right? Okay, yeah. That's really good. So it works.
I mean, maybe just because we're underground service for now, maybe with the services like Vimeo and YouTube, like Chrome has already said, look, if it's a YouTube or Vimeo link, don't autoplay. But because we're underground, it's autoplaying. So again, I can't promise how long that's going to be.
I got it. I mean, okay, but it's really good because for those of you who don't know, all videos where you wanted them to autoplay used to autoplay, then Chrome, Gmail, and stuff like that decided to ruin that. So people had to click, and that I believe, depending on how you position it, it had an impact on conversions. But right now you have the ability to autoplay on Chrome. Use it while you can. If it's gonna work, awesome. It's working right now. I think it's a big point. Obviously, it's not a selling point because you guys did not develop it on that purpose, but still, it's a good side thing. So I love that.
Yeah, we do have extra monetization thing. Sorry, you asked about that too, just to cover that before we go off topic. So you can put call to action links on your videos as well. So when you publish a video, you can add specific timelines. You can put a call to action so people can go and click and check out and buy, for example, or opt in, whatever those things. But we also have the ability, I think, I'm pretty sure it's already there, but you can insert like video snippets as well. So, you can have like pre-roll ads of your own if you wanted to. So you don't have to pay, you don't have like Google running your competitors' ads. You can kind of run your own if you wanted to do that. So there's all those features built in.
It's really cool. Really cool. Okay, so Viddle. So I like the product, obviously, and I enjoy talking to you. But now I want to talk. Let's see. I have this list here of things I want to talk about. So we did discuss the agency and the possibilities of the agency. I think overall, I feel like it's a big package. Remind me, what is the price when it's going live? The lowest price?
So the lowest price is going to be either 47 for personal use or 67 for agency. Okay, which gives you 100 sub-account access.
And the thing that I like about this, out of all the things that I like about this, is the fact that it's all in one place. So you have the agency, right? You have the creator for those people who don't want to create their own videos outside. And you have the hosting, obviously, simple embed code. Everything is simple in this, and it's all in one dashboard. That's cool. And only for 47, 67, depending on the license. That's a good price. Now, I want to talk about the traffic section. I know it's not the biggest focus of this product, so it's okay, but I do want to talk about it. How does it help people generate, views and visitors?
Sure. I think the reason I don't focus too much on traffic myself, as you can tell, I've barely talked about it, is because we haven't, that's a lot of it just comes down to how people want to utilize that, so it's the features really depend on how people want to use it. But in our case, and I'm just loading up the page, by the way, we're talking in the video side to autoplay already. But in our case, the way we focus on traffic is we make sure that we give you the ability to do sort of social syndication from one place. So with a single click, for example, you can share the videos to Facebook, Twitter, to I think Tumblr as well, LinkedIn, Reddit, Pinterest, and Dig, and a couple of other places. So in that sense, it's quite easy for you to drive your traffic from other places back to your videos. And again, remember, we are quite heavily focused on SEO because we realize how important SEO optimization for videos is. So we give you every capability YouTube gives you to make sure you can rank your videos on Google as well. So in that respect, Yeah, I mean, traffic is something that you can bring in from Google as well with Viddle.
So first off, I love the you move towards SEO. I want to talk about that. So we did on the traffic part, the auto traffic part is obviously the ability to share to those different networks instantly after you publish the video, after you have the video ready. So that's good, saves time, allows people to, if you have friends or if you have even a little bit of followers, just to share instead of manually doing it, it will do it all for you. And you can do it for each video. Can you schedule that, by the way?
No, you'll have to manually do it for each one, but
Okay.
it's just a single click. So
not a big deal. So I do want to talk about the SEO. So it does have any elements that will help it rank on Google?
Yeah, it does, absolutely. So when you're uploading a video, again, we've kind of kept the layout quite similar to YouTube. So it's easy for anyone to use intuitively. When you're coming in, you can upload your own thumbnails. You can put in tags, you can put in title, description, all those things. So you can optimize your video as you would do with YouTube as well.
Perfect. I love it. So that's really good. And I agree with Neil. He said he's focused more on SEO. I agree with him, especially for videos. Definitely. That's good. That alone, in my opinion, if you guys have some sort of additional SEO strategy or even just like backlinks, if you guys are my customers, maybe you guys are using RankSnap and you can use that to drive backlink to that page where you're hosting the video or to the video. So SEO, in my opinion, is very, very good for videos. I love that you guys make it easy, and it's basically in the background, right? As people upload and create the video and do all that stuff, hosting, the SEO, let's say, elements are automatically added or created.
Yeah, that's
okay. Right. Perfect. So it's easy. So we have the potential SEO traffic, we have agency right here, we have a video creator, we have traffic features, we have the ability to host videos lightning fast and make it easy and smooth. And it's one big package, definitely one big package, and the ability to make money with the agency. I love it. I love Viddle. Super. So I did want to ask you this thing. Are there any solutions like that? I mean, is it very, very unique in the market, or are there any competitors that you are just crushing, with features and stuff?
So I think if I was to look at the marketplace, our biggest competitors would be someone like Vimeo or Vistia, and both are good tools. I mean, we've used Vimeo for quite a while, but Vimeo is a monthly recurring plan. Like you cannot get like a one-time fee plan. And Vistia, I can tell you that can get super expensive. Like I know people whose videos have gone viral or they have received unexpected traffic, and they're paying thousands of dollars in bill just for that. So I think in that respect, those tools, while they are good, can get quite expensive. I mean, we're definitely cost conscious in that manner, but also neither of these two tools actually provide agency level access, so you can actually create sub accounts and sell them. And again, I mean, it's as simple as saying, hey, look, I can provide you video storage. Your clients don't care where it comes from, but if you are able to provide them a seat which is unique to them, number one, it's secure. That's only their access that you have access to and they have access to. So there's no confusion about whose account are you putting videos in. And it's easy to sort of monetize these sub accounts, because if a client stops paying, you can just say, okay, I'm going to delete the video, I'm going to cancel the contract. And that's perfectly fine as well. So you are in control with the agency account, which again, you can't say for Vimeo, Vistia, or any other tool for that matter.
I agree. And you also can say, the pricing. We know the pricing is way more expensive than you offer. That's for sure. That's definitely. And also for those of you who are concerned, okay, he's offering a lower price. Maybe it's maybe he's going to disappear, or maybe it's not solid or something like that. Knowing Neil, knowing his products, knowing how long he's been in the industry, stuff he's selling, stuff is created, this is solid. Okay, this may be a lower price, a lot lower price than the competitors, but it's also solid just as much as these are. So I trust Neil 100% when it comes to like the quality of this. And so
I want to explain that too, Tom. Just a really good point, and it's something I don't address often enough. But there are two things at play here. Number one, it's the economies of scale, right? So we know we've been in the hosting business, like with, for example, with our funnel builders and membership site builders for about 5 years now, even email marketing platforms for about 2+ years. So it's economies of scale. We know how expensive it can get, and trust me, it's actually not that expensive. Like storage is becoming cheaper by the year. It really is. So the fact that you are still paying monthly for other services, it's an absurdity in itself. Because the second point, that's the second point. It's like drinking Coke. You're not, the actual cost of production of Coke is quite low, but the advertising cost is like 60 or 70%. And that's why Coke is expensive. So I think it's the same thing, because our advertising costs are low, because we're using partners, affiliates, Tom, such as yourself, our margins are good. And because of that, we're able to offer storage at such prices, because we're continually bringing in new customers. And remember, again, this is the one-time launch, isn't something that we want to do forever. A lot of our products have moved into recurring. We want to do the same thing here. So with a new launch, getting 1,000, 2,000 customers in, after that, we are going to move into recurring. And then, everyone pays for what they use, for example, the recurring customers.
Yeah.
So in that respect, we know how our business model works.
Okay, that's good. So you'll be able to cover it, obviously. Yeah. So you said it's now a low one-time price, right? Is it yearly one time?
It's one time. So it's $67.
Okay, one time for the launch period, then it becomes monthly. When it becomes monthly, which still I recommend everyone to buy right now, but when it becomes monthly, is the monthly price still cheaper than the competitors?
We'll have to look. So, I mean, it depends again on consumption, right? So we want to create value-based pricing as much as possible, but it is quite likely that a price would be somewhere between $27 to $97 a month, especially at the high level. 97 a month is where we also give agency level accounts, like sub accounts. So that's a bit crazy itself that we're offering that for 67, but that's going to move into 97 a month plan only.
Okay, definitely now is the time to get it. So what did I want to ask before? What was I talking about? Okay, so the competitors, as we said, the other hostings that people may consider, they shouldn't consider, first off, is the pricing, of course. Also, these competitors don't have agency. They probably don't have the video creator as well, right?
Yeah, they don't. I know Vimeo introduced something recently, but it's still not at the level of Loom, for example. This year you can't. So yeah, video creator is lacking a little bit. It's not as nimble, I would say. Like, you can't create a video quickly. You have to kind of go through a lot of steps first.
Okay. So I love it. When I said it a million times, I'm going to say it a million times more. Yeah. I love it. So we did talk about the cost. We talk about what people get. Is there any discount, coupon, anything when it goes live?
No, the 67 is the early bird price. There's no coupon at that point.
Okay, cool. Still a good price. Yeah. Any bonuses? I'm going to, by the way, everyone, I'm going to offer bonuses right here on the page. You can scroll below. You see all the bonuses, exclusive bonuses only from me. But Neil, I wanted to ask you, any bonuses you offer on the sales page or something like that, something limited time, anything?
So we do have, as always, when you buy a product, we do like 3 or 4 different webinar sessions to kind of walk you through it. So there's that planned already. Yeah. You get access to that. There are a few other bonuses because we're also giving you the agency license. I think one of the bonuses is there to help you sell your sub accounts if you wanted to. So it's like additional training or guides that will help you do that. So I can't recall all of them, but yeah, we do have some really exclusive bonuses for you on the page.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And these are also only for the launch period.
Yeah, that is correct. After that, they go away. Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, we talked about bonuses. Good. Do you want to, I'm not sure if we have time. I wanted to talk about the upsells, but I also want to see a demonstration. Would you be how long will a demonstration take to show people?
Depends how deep I would go with it. I guess I could do a fairly quick overview to kind of show you the platform. Would that be okay?
That would be great.
Yeah. Okay. So let me share my screen. And I think you actually need to allow me to share my screen. So in Zoom, if you go next to my name, you have to like click on the arrow and say, allow Neil to share screen.
I need to make you host, maybe?
No, I think there should be a button to allow me to screen share. If not, you know what, Tom, I can give you the demo as well. That's perfectly fine. I've got a really succinct demo already done. You can place that at the end, no problem. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the upsells. Obviously, you have upsells. Everyone has upsells these days. One thing I want to talk about upsells is upsells are optional, okay? Yeah. Everyone who gets into a funnel, and if you get the feeling, right? If you get the feeling that a vendor forces you to get the the result of the front end when you and you need to buy the OTO in order to get what you've been promised when you bought already. That's a very scammy practice. And I know Neil, I'm not worried about that at all. And Neil, can you talk about the upsells and what people can get if they decide to upgrade?
Sure, happy to. And yeah, like you said, upsells are not mandatory. They're there to kind of enhance the value of the product. So this is what the upsells look like. The first upsell is the unlimited version of Viddle. Now, Viddle comes with 300 gig. I think the agency license has 300 gig storage, for example, and 100 sub accounts. So you can create 100 sub accounts. The unlimited takes both of these to unlimited levels. So you can have unlimited storage. You can have unlimited sub accounts. And also then with the bandwidth as well, we remove some of the restrictions that we have on the front end, because actually a lot of recurring costs for us are with the bandwidth. So with the main offer, I think bandwidth is close to 300 gigs. With unlimited, again, it's raised to 1 gig or something every month. So bandwidth is when someone watches your videos, right? So it's a pretty relaxed limit. I mean, to put that into perspective, I only use, in our business is pretty big. You know, we do on average about $6,000 in sales a day. So in our business, we only consume 10% of that bandwidth that we're giving to you. So you get unlimited at that price. So it's either $197 a year, or we have a launch special price, which is a one-time payment of $297. So it's a bit more expensive than usual, but again, it is the unlimited license, which, you know, we really have to then think about costs and such. So that's why it's a little bit pricier than what you would usually find. But it does mean that once you have it, you don't have to worry about your video hosting costs ever again at all. So that's the first. Yeah, that's the first episode.
I'm sorry.
No, please go ahead. Yeah.
I love the fact that people don't need to worry. So the whole thing is after they upgrade. By the way, the pricing isn't very expensive, in my opinion. But the fact that they don't need to worry, you know, you upgrade and you really can just load the servers, load and do whatever you want and not worry at all for a long time. So it's good. And that's 197 you said for
197 a year. Yeah.
A year. Okay. Still good pricing.
I mean, I'm looking at Vimeo Pricing right now, right? So if you get the business license from them, which actually comes very close to our unlimited license, that's 40 euros a month. So that's about 45 USD a month. That's about 560, 70, 80, something like that a year. So even compared to that, I mean, it's
three times more expensive.
Yeah.
3 times
more. It's a really good offer.
Yeah, I agree. Perfect. Okay, what's any others?
Yeah, so the next upsell is a professional license, which is $59, just FYI, but that's essentially a few extra features, more advanced features. For example, there's advanced analytics. That's one of the features that's included. We also have, I'm just confirming so I don't actually miscode that.
Sure.
There's advanced playlists that you can do. There is domain embed control, which is quite detailed as well. So that's perfect for membership site course creators. So you want to make sure your videos are not being played on like a black hat site or something. So you can say, I only want it to be played on my site. And that way we can restrict where we show that video.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really good feature. Yeah. And there's also demographic control. So you can also say, like, I don't want this video to show in certain countries, or I want this video to show in certain countries. So again, there are some unique use cases for that. For example, let's say, hypothetically, if you were doing any sort of cold email marketing, you don't want to do cold email marketing in Germany because of their regulations. So you can just hide the video for Germany. And that way, people just won't be pitched with your offer in that video. So just, one of the hidden use case for that.
That's really good. I've never heard about this before in anything. But on the other hand, I'm not very experienced in this video hosting thing, but still, it's awesome.
No, Vimeo doesn't offer that. Yeah, Vimeo doesn't offer that either. So
perfect, man. You have an amazing product, and that's $59, right?
Yes, that is $59. The next upsell is the agency white label license. Now, before I explain about the white label, I want to clarify that because of the way these hosting products work, it's almost impossible to white label the domain, because a lot of our integrations are dependent on the domain itself. So because of that, we are restricting, that you can't white label the domain, unfortunately. But you can white label a lot of other things. For example, you can add team members into it. So if you wanted your team members to come in and record videos, or create videos for clients, they could do that as well. We give you a professionally designed website that's really useful if you want to sell these sub accounts as well, so you can use that professional design website. We have some custom graphics we give you, and a bit more customization within the tool itself in terms of colors and logos as such. So that's the agency white label. That's for, I think we're deliberating either 97 or 197. We may go for $97 to begin with.
So that's even cheaper than the unlimited.
Yeah, that is cheaper than the unlimited. Yeah.
Usually white labels are much more expensive.
Yeah, I understand. And I mean, just in our case, like I said, because we can't give the domain white labeling, we feel like we want to price it, a bit more competitively, so people feel they're still getting a lot of value. And again, I showed this to a couple of affiliates. They said the same thing you said. Like, are you sure you want to price it at this price? It would make me think twice, but I think it might still open at 97 and then raise the prices, especially if a lot of sales come in, because you want to restrict this one a little bit, because it is giving people a lot of power, and want it to be a bit controlled as well as to who can buy it.
So in simple terms, for idiots like me, what exactly does white label mean in terms of what people can do with it?
So typically white label gives you a bit more customization capability. If you want to sell access to this, we can already do sell access with the front end, with the unlimited version, that's fine. But with the white label, with this particular white label, you can put your own logo on top of this, which itself is very good. So yes, the name will still be Viddle. The domain name would still be Viddle, because like I said, it has to, because of integrations and restrictions, but at least you can put your logo in it. So when your clients log in, they're going to see your logo in there. That's quite useful. There's a bit more color customization you can do as well. But most importantly, it could be additional tools that you would need to go out there and maximize the use of your agency license, such as the website, such as we get cold emails as well, Facebook ads, all these sorts of things. It's basically a full agency kit that will help you get to market faster.
Oh, wow. And for 97, no, maybe 197, depending on the price, but still.
Yeah, incredible, right?
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Really, I'm impressed. I'm so happy. My first interview after 3 years is with you and about Viddle. So anyone who's watching this, if you haven't noticed, I like this a lot, and I do recommend buying this at the lowest price, because first off, when you have only the launch, the launch period, you have all these different things that come, the bonuses, the agency, all those different things for that 67 one-time price, competitive. We have bonuses there. We have pretty much everything you need: traffic, SEO, hosting, an all-in-one solution, one dashboard, affordable, great vendor behind it. So, and good upsells, which are of course optional. So I think at this point, I have all the information I need. I think people have all the information they need to make a decision. I hope they'll make the right decision and buy this good product. Neil, any final words before we finish the interview?
I think, look, there have been other video hosting products I have seen in the market, no doubt. But this is the first one that is multidimensional, in that you can actually create videos, as I mentioned, and also market them. But I think, because I'm in the money-making business, we sell products. I can tell you it's really hard to create and sell a product, create product especially. So if you're getting capability to actually utilize the agency license, do that, because it could be an easy upsell for you for many other things you're selling, a cross-sell opportunity with a client, or heck, you could even give it away for free to someone just to get your foot through the door. So I think, just with the amount of value we're offering with the main license itself, like you said, people would be crazy to pass up on this.
I agree. Very crazy. Very. Okay. Thank you so much, Neil. Thank you for coming, for taking the time. It's been like 40 minutes. I'm sorry for taking so much of your time, but I had fun, and I enjoyed listening and hearing about this product, learning about it. And I guess that's it. So thank you so much for coming, Neil, and bye-bye.
Sounds good. Thanks, Tom.